Hello. Y'all already know who it is. It's Foster's Hair Fashion Meets the Barber and the Beauty Hair Experience. So I'm coming on because I saw this post and I wanted to give feedback and some commentary on it. And listen, don't shoot the messenger because it is what it is. I remember when I started posting in these different groups or what have you, people would give me purity hell. And I had to get to a point where, people were saying things like, somebody need to let him know that he's not supposed to be doing hair, let him know that it ain't like everybody, and let me tell you something. It got to the point where people were creating fake pages, that's right, fake pages to harass me. And I had people coming out the woodworks on a day-to-day. Like, there were over 100 people that I blocked from these different pages, because one thing you're going to do, for me, I don't tolerate bullying, disrespect, I don't tolerate foolishness, anything. Because you can tell a person where they need to come up at without necessarily trying to kick someone or break someone down to the kneecaps. And see, that's where I come in as a master hair care specialist and a future licensed instructor in the making. I come in and share these things because, let me tell you something. Nobody, when you first starting out, knows it all. You have to learn somewhere. And it's crazy to me, and I make no apologies when I say this, the people that's giving this lady on the post all this flack and knowing good well they didn't start out like that. So, let me explain something to you, and I do not apologize when I say this. There is no way in hell that you're going to get better if you don't practice and you study and keep working to perfect your craft. Now, here's the thing that I have a problem with, and I say this with all due respect. We cannot be beating up on people. I seen a couple of people give some words of encouragement, but the rest of y'all were completely asinine, mean-spirited people. That was very mean-spirited. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? Keep practicing, you'll get better. One lady said it'll take about 2 years. No, it won't. No, it won't. And let me tell you why I know it don't have to take 2 years. Prime example, when I started school again, I did not know anything about knotless braids. Nothing. It took me 6 months, give or take, about 6 months. 6 months, give or take. Once they showed me, I was able to do it. And it didn't take 2 years to learn how to do it. So we had to stop trying to put people in a long window when they don't have to take that long. Then another person was like, you know what, you just need to work on mannequins and don't be charging people to do anything. And even in your practice, and I don't care if you say, give me a tip, nothing, it's 2025, ain't nothing free. Nothing is free. Simple. Nothing's free. Also, I don't like how people immediately took to giving the young lady negativity instead of giving her some constructive criticism. Because, see, we have this thing misconstrued. There's a difference between constructive criticism and straight up just being mean-spirited. And I'm going to dissect this thing for you. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. GPT chat. Hold on for a second. Give me the definition of constructive criticism and the definition of mean-spirited. So, constructive criticism refers to evaluative feedback offered with the intent to support improvement, growth, and refinement. That is not what a lot of y'all were giving. Y'all love to say constructive criticism versus being honest and saying that y'all are being cyber bullies. And let me explain something to you. It be your own color. That's why a lot of people don't do business with black people. Because a lot of y'all Negroes, a lot of y'all people don't have the mind width to say, hey, this is an area where you can get better. Not simply bashing people, talking down to people, and trying to be hateful. That is not how that works. Because I guarantee you, whatever field y'all in, you didn't just start out knowing what you was doing. You had to learn. So let's extend that same grace, because a lot of times we don't know what it takes for people to step out. Because like I told y'all at the beginning, I took a whole lot of flack, hell, beat up, talked to. Folks were saying everything under the sun. And let me tell you something. One thing about me, I don't take no mess. I don't care who it is. I wage war with the dead. D-E-A-D. I wage war with the dead, okay? Well, no problem. Respectfully so, I find it to be odd that our own people are our own downfall. Our people are our hindrance. And hey, you can take that how you want to take it. But I'm not going to apologize for it. Because think about it. Instead of just saying, hey, this is an area where you can sharpen what you're doing, here just ain't for everybody. And being mean-spirited and nasty, rude, hateful shouldn't be for everybody, but apparently everybody do it well. Everybody does it well. So let me help y'all. Because I'm going to read this to you because I want to encourage somebody. Because you got to be careful. Because see, people have a lot to say about you until they see you in the limelight. So now they want to act like they know you. They don't know you. Because man, let me tell you something. All the people that gave me hell, let me tell y'all, I'm so happy they gave me hell. Because it put me under pressure to show up, show out, get back in the kitchen, and could perfect what I needed to perfect. Let me tell you something. You can't get no better unless you keep practicing. Now it says it is typically solution oriented, specifically, and grounded in observable behavioral outcome rather than personal attacks like y'all were doing. Y'all wasn't speaking from a good place. And you can say tomato, tomato, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. Y'all were not speaking in reference to trying to be of help, but it was more so hate. But whatever. It says, constructive criticism aims to edify, encourage, provide actionable guidance to enhance performance or understanding. And that's something that you guys were not offering. Y'all were just being mean-spirited people. Instead of saying, well, she could have did better, and as time progressed, you'll get better. Y'all didn't say any of that. Not the ones that did say something. I'm talking about the ones that just immediately went to, I know you lying, and just went to straight bashing the lady. Let me tell you something. For those that are just starting out, nobody has it all together. Nobody started out knowing everything. Keep going. I don't care. The fact that you getting haters already this early in the game, that lets you know you where you're supposed to be at. Because if people ain't talking about you, ain't making no fuss, then let me tell you something. People making fuss, talking crap, saying whatever, that lets you know you're supposed to be where you're at. Because a lot of people just tell me, oh, y'all need to be real with him, let him know he ain't supposed to do no here. But let me tell you something, every time I touch somebody's head, I eat, I slay, I educate, I make sure they know what's expected from their hair service and what they do in between appointments. Hello, I play no games. I sleep, eat, and breathe my craft. Can't nobody beat me at doing what I do, simply because I'm not in competition with not near sober. So when I see somebody going through the same process that I went through, I reach back, irritable. I reach back. I want y'all to see this. I reach back and drop jewels. I reach back, and I do it all the time. Because you're not going to beat up nobody. And if I see somebody being bullied, I'm going to offer some positive feedback so I can be of encouragement. Not to argue, not to bicker, because people that don't have no life bicker. It's clear. But people that are trying to build their community, and let's be real, it's a difference between telling somebody the truth and just plain on being a nasty old nigga. Like some of y'all have a nigga spirit in this room. And if you don't know what a nigga is, it's an ignorant person. And some of y'all operate from the spirit of ignorance. But anywho, let's proceed. Because I want to help somebody. Because you got to think about it. Nobody starts out knowing everything. But you learn and you grow. So you want to be in a place where you're teachable. But then, listen. Mean-spirited describes behavior or communication motivated by malice, spite, or a desire to harm, belittle, or discourage another individual. It lacks empathy, benevolence, then manifesting as harsh, negative, or demeaning language or action with no beneficial purpose. As I stated, once again, y'all had no intentions on encouraging her to say, hey, you can do better. Just, study. Take your time. Hold on, you guys. And here's the thing. I had to learn the hard way. You're not going to hit every time. But that don't mean stop posting. That don't mean stop charging. You keep doing it until you get it right. You got to hit it. Sorry. What am I doing? You don't stop doing it. You keep going. You keep going until you get it. And what I had to find out, prime example, like with me making wigs. I used to struggle so bad making wigs. Now I can make wigs blindfolded. With no problem, I can make wigs blindfolded. And it came over time. And what I learned through the process of that, hold on, what I learned through the process, it never happens overnight. So you got to day in and day out and keep going until you get it. And when you get it, keep going because there's always something new to learn in the industry. Don't let nobody, and I mean nobody, I'm here to tell you, don't let near soul try to tell you that you don't have what it takes. Because every day you learn something new. Every day you're working towards better, being more knowledgeable, and having the understanding. And that don't happen overnight. When I tell you I am excited at my growth, that's why I'm able to reach back and help somebody. Because one thing I will not tolerate if you're in my vicinity is belittling or bullying somebody. I just don't get down like that. I don't support it. Heavy on the no support. Because everybody has a journey where they start and finish. And just because your journey doesn't look like the next person's journey doesn't give you a right to, in any way, shape, or form, speak ill will, talk down, or belittle someone. Long as people are around me or I'm in the vicinity, encouragement is going to always be had. And if you can't do that, steer clear. Because we never know what people are going through to step out by faith and do what they're doing. So I want to let you know I am Foster Hair Fashion Meets About Beauty Hair Experience. I am your boy, the Clipper King 803, better known as The Wig Slayer DA 803. Encouraging you to do what it is that you have been called to do in this hair industry and pushing you to be the best you can be. It don't matter how you start, but it's about how you finish. So be encouraged. And y'all already know what to do. Catch this on the replay. Love y'all.